What up, YouTube? It's your boy TJ, man. We back with another one. So today we're doing a very high fade on my client right here. So first I had to separate his new growth from his dreads because he haven't had a haircut in a long time. So I had to separate it. Then I came in with the 1.5 guard going with the grain to knock down some of that bulk so I can see what I'm doing because it was too much hair in the way. And then I put in my ball line and now I'm finna start fading. So my first step is coming in with my clipper open and just going up like when I want probably a cool inch here because he got so much space to fade. I had to stretch it out as far as possible. I had one up an inch, and then to blend this guideline out, I put my clipper halfway and went halfway up into that guideline, and then I closed it all the way to get at the bottom of that guideline where the trimmer was at. And yeah, that's pretty much how I fade out my guidelines. Usually if it's still not that faded enough for me, I come in with it one lever click from all the way open and then go like a quarter, well, like 75% up into like that guideline, like you see me doing now. Like I'm not going all the way up, but I'm going up basically with the lever 75% of the way open. So long story short, if you starting from bottom to top, you're gonna start with it closed and then open it up as you go up. But now it's time for the one guard. The one guard, I did the same exact thing, went up another inch. And right now I got it open, and then to soften up that line in between the clipper open and the one guard open, I closed it to just soften up that guideline. It's not gonna take it out all the time, but when you come back with the 0.5 guard, it'll be easier to take out if the one guard closed didn't take it out. And now I'm finna use the 1.5 guard to close and take it all the way up to where his dread's at. Make sure you put your thumb in the way so you won't go all the way up and cut into somebody's dreads because you don't want to do that. But right now I got the 1.5 guard closed all the way, going all the way up to the top. And now it's time to start down fading. Right now I got my one guard closed going with the grain. You want to do this to make sure your fade is like smooth and like laid to the head. If you don't do this, it's like your fade gonna be like you're gonna have like a few parts sticking up in the air and stuff like that, and it's gonna make your fade look ugly. So usually I go with the grain with the one guard, either close or open. On his, I did it close because I've been cutting his hair for a while, so I pretty much know how it's gonna look. So, and I do the same thing on the hairline, but on the hairline I go with it open. On the hairline I usually go one like higher than what I did on the sides. And now I got on my 0.5 guard, getting that line that we softened up with the one guard close. Our first go around, that's what we getting right now. It's not really that hard. That's why you see me just flying through it, because it's not really a line there because I done already softened it up with the one guard close. But yeah, if you not really that skilled, I'll say use like the corner of your blade when you're doing it, not your full blade, because you don't want to push the thing. I mean because you don't want to push the line up. But now it's time for the worst part, man. Well, the hardest part of his fade, man, this lineup. So after I did my lineup prep, which is just brushing the hair down with hairspray on there, I started doing his lineup. With lineups where you can't and you don't know where to start at, like you don't got no clue on where to start and stop, this is what you do. So you see his eyebrow, right? I usually try to put the line at like the arching part of his eyebrow. Like you can start with the vertical bar and put it right where the eyebrows start to curve down at, and then you can start in the middle and then work your way to that line that you set at the vertical bar. And I'm not gonna show the other side because I was pretty much blocking it, so you can't really see anything. That's my bad, but it's pretty much the same thing that I just did right here, but flip. So yeah, start with putting the vertical bar where the eyebrow starts going down at on the curve, and then start in the middle and then work your way to the vertical bar. That's the easiest way to do it when you don't know where to put the hairline at. And to get all that extra hair off his forehead, you want to just take your clipper and just go down on it. But you want to use a soft trimmer. You don't want it to be like your zero gap one. And now it's time for the enhancement. So the enhancements, I'm just spraying it on here with my car. I'm using Tune 45 enhancements with the Tune 45 card, and I'm also using an airbrush that I just got off Amazon. I don't know how much it costs, but it ain't much. You don't really need a big compressor, stuff like that, unless you want it. But I mean, they pretty much all work the same. After that, I come in with my fibers and I put the fibers on there. This what makes it not look shiny and make it look more real. And then after I put the fibers on there, I reline it up to make sure that it's crispy and lined up to the actual hairline. And then I come back and spray it with some hairspray to make sure that it's locked in there and that it don't move. And now for the last step of the enhancements, I use the pencil line. With the pencil line, you don't want to have it too thick. Try to make it thin as possible and straight as possible. And make sure that the vertical bar lines that you draw on there with the pencil are even, because if not, it will make the hairline look slanted even though it's not. I'm telling y'all from experience. That's why on every time I use the pencil line, I go back and recheck and make sure that it's even on both sides, like you just seen me do right there. And after that, you want to either use your razor or your trimmer and just come back and blend in the pencil line to make sure that it's blended into the hair instead of just having it all thick, like too rare be having it. You don't really want that look, so come back and blend it in with the trimmer or the razor. Yeah. Ooh! I ain't had a haircut in my 2 years. And that's pretty much it for today, man. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something, man. And if you want to see more of me and more content from me, man, go hit up my Instagram, the IDK Fade one that I post every day on there, 2 times a day on my story and all that. If you want to, just see more of me, just go follow me on there, man. And I'm gonna click one of these other videos that's gonna pop up on the screen now, and peace.